either an eye bag or a gentle cloth, just that you're going to put on your eyes at the end for Shavasana. It's a really nice way to relax. So it could just be a t-shirt that you put over your eyes, or even a blanket. And then we're going to get started in Sukhasana, easy pose. So if you have a block, you can sit on top of it. If not, just go ahead and take a seat onto the ground. Knees open out wide, ankles together. Place your hands on your knees. And take a moment to close your eyes. Beginning to bring your attention and awareness into this space. Letting go of all of the past classes that you've taken throughout the day or the past activities that you've attended. Allowing yourself to fully arrive into this moment, into this space. And beginning externally here, tuning into the different senses of the physical body. Start by observing and sensing anything that you might hear right now. So that could simply be my voice or any other movement in your home. And sometimes excess sound can aggravate the nervous system. So rather than trying to react to the noise that you're hearing, see if you can step into the observer and just take a step back to really listen and observe all of the sounds around you. Now moving to the sensation of smell. Noticing any smells that might be in your home. Maybe something you were cooking before. Or it could just be the simple smell of the air. Again, rather than reacting, just observe what is actually present for you in this moment. Moving to the sensation of taste. You can move your tongue around a little bit. Maybe you have some leftover taste in your mouth from something you were eating or drinking before this. Or it could just be the taste of your gums. Observing, noticing, moving down to touch. Begin to map out in your mind everything that is touching the floor. The bottoms of your legs, the heaviness of your sit bones, your feet. As if you could draw those points on a canvas and really, really clear about what points are touching the ground. Moving into the sensation of your hands on your thighs. Feeling your palms, all of those nerve endings at the end of your fingertips touch down to your legs, and feel your legs touching your hands, your palms. Finally, the sensation of the rest of your body touching the air around you. Observing rather than reacting. From here, take a full deep breath in through your nose. Big open mouth exhale. And gently bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra, thumbs touching the sternum. Feeling the crown of your head reaching all the way up towards the ceiling. Feel your sit bones pull you down. And then from here, gently tuck your chin in towards your chest. Head bows down. Blink your eyes open just slightly. Just a sliver of light comes in. Allow your pinky and your thumbs to stay connected as you open up the rest of your fingers. Palms stay connected, coming into Lotus Mudra. Looking down at your hands, inviting in the sensation of sight, vision. Really seeing yourself holding your heart in your hands. This is the mudra of compassion. So practicing compassion to yourself so that you can be more compassionate, kind, and loving to others. And from here, breathe in that compassion into your body. Long exhale, release. Now from here, one more breath in, fill up. And then on your exhale, you're gonna release your pinkies. Keep your thumbs together. Open your palms to the front. Roll the backs of your wrists together. Continue to exhale. Release your hands down to the ground, releasing anything that does not serve you in order to be more compassionate. Whether that be telling yourself that you're not enough or that you have to do something that doesn't feel right. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Look at your palms as they touch. And then exhale, draw your hands back into Anjali Mudra. Thumbs to sternum, look down at your fingers. We're gonna move through that breath to movement. So inhale, open up your fingers into Lotus Mudra. Exhale, thumbs stay connected, palms come forward, roll the backs of your wrists together, and then continue until you gently fold your hands in front of you. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Follow your hands with your gaze, palms connect. Exhale, release compassion back into your heart. Take this cycle on your own, starting with Lotus Mudra. Inhale. Long exhale. Release what does not serve you in this moment, that does not feel compassionate and kind. Inhale. Create a bubble of compassion around you. Exhale, seal that back in to your space. Just take a moment here to breathe in and a long breath out. And when you're ready, we're going to come into a tabletop position. If you're using that playlist, you can go ahead and press play now. If you're not, then continue your practice in silence. I put the playlist in the chat if you're looking for it. And then coming into your tabletop, hands and knees to the mat. These are right underneath your hips. Notice your belly to start. Hug your belly up towards your spine. Roll your shoulder blades down away from your ears. And feel this isometric pull of your wrists back towards your knees. You're going to feel your upper shoulders start to engage. Take a full breath in and a long deep breath out. Inhale, reach your right arm forward in front of you, right thumb points up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, extend the left leg back behind you, nice. Keep your left foot nice and flexed. You want to lower that left hip so that it's in line with the right. Inhale, find length here, reach your heel and your right middle finger in opposite directions. Exhale, elbow to knee, round everything in, chin to chest. Inhale, find length. And then exhale and round chin to chest. Just gently starting to warm up your abdominals and finding this connection of breath to movement. So we're moving into this VinYin practice. It's half Vinyasa, half Yin. Vinyasa is a practice that builds heat by using the breath. A Yin practice is more cooling, a little bit more restorative for the nervous system. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round chin to chest. See if you can look at your knee. Final time. Trying to keep your hips nice and level. From here, inhale, lengthen your arms. Keep your left leg lifted, both hands to the mat. Cross your left shin over your right. Squeeze your inner thighs. Root down through that left hand. Peel the right arm up towards the ceiling. Trying to keep this pose really active and engaged by lifting your belly button up and squeezing your inner thighs together. You're going to feel a nice stretch to your right outer hip. Keep spiraling the chest up towards the ceiling on your next inhale. And then exhale, both hands to the mat. Open your ankles out wide here. If you have a block, go ahead, take a seat onto the block. Or if it's comfortable for you, you can sit all the way back. So your knees are stacked right on top of one another. If this is way too intense in your hips and you feel that you can't sit all the way down onto the mat, lengthen that left leg long in front of you. You'll still get a nice stretch in your hips. From here, inhale, reach the arms up with whichever leg position you chose, and then exhale, twist over to the right. Bring your left hand to your right outer thigh. On your inhale, reach your pelvis down, reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Continue to roll your right shoulder down away from your right ear. One more breath in, inhale, root the pelvis, lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist deeper. Look at the wall back behind you. On your next inhale, slowly unravel the spine, look forward. And then you're gonna walk your hands forward in front of you. Keep your knees stacked on one another. Just here for 3 cycles of breath. A moment to surrender into this shape while releasing the lower back. You're gonna feel a nice, generous stretch to the right outer hip. Last cycle of breath, acknowledging what you need to let go of to continue into this practice, whether that be self-judgment, so that you can be more compassionate. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your shins. Go ahead, lengthen your legs out in front of you. Give your knees a little bit of a shake. Swing your ankles over to one side. We're gonna come back to that tabletop position. Again, isometrically drag your wrists back towards your knees. Press down through your finger pads. Keep your hands nice and engaged by lifting your palms up from the floor. So you have this gripping shape in your hands. From here, inhale, drop the belly, look up, open up through the front of the chest, coming into cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, round everything in, making your way into cat. Again, linking this breath to movement. Inhale, look up, and then exhale and round. If you'd like, you can take some asymmetrical rolls of the head and the tail. One last cycle of breath. And then when you're ready, make your way into your tabletop. Extend the left arm forward this time. Left thumb points up towards the ceiling. Right leg kicks back behind you. Keep your right foot really flexed. Belly hugs in. So if you notice you're getting this hammocking shape in your low back, lift your belly up. Keep your tailbone nice and long and back behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, just like we did on the other side. Inhale, lengthen the entire in breath. Exhale, round the entire out breath. Feeling your belly start to work in this motion, helping to keep your hips nice and leveled. Squeeze your belly button up to your low spine. Last time. On your next inhale, lengthen arm and leg, both hands to the mat. Cross your right shin on top of the left. Root down through your right hand. Reach the left arm up towards the ceilings. Deep stretch in your spine. Squeeze your inner thighs. Yeah, your shins are stacked right on top of one another. Good. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together, imagining that you're holding a penny in between your thighs and you don't want to drop it. Keep rotating from your upper back. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Last breath in. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Find space in between your ankles. Open your ankles out wide. Sit back. If it was good for you to sit on a block, go ahead, do that again. Or lengthen your right leg out long to give a little bit of extra space in your hips. You can use your hands to help bring your ankles out wide. Stack your knees right on top of one another. Sit bones root down. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, gentle twist over to the left. Right hand on top of left thigh. Stacking up onto your left finger pads. Take an inhale, root down through your pelvis. Exhale and twist a little bit deeper. Sending your gaze to the back of the room. On your next inhale, unravel your spine. Walk your hands in front of you. It's okay if you have a rounding of the back. You can drop your chin down, really aiming for that deep stretch to your left outer hip. opening up through your low back, where your sacrum, the flat bony part at the base of your spine, connects to your pelvis, finding space. Take a breath in, breathe into your low back, expand. Exhale, melt down a little bit deeper, reflecting on what you need to let go of so that you can continue to move forward with compassion. Last breath in, long breath out. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your hips. Extend your legs out in front of you, shake out your knees. And then from here again, swing your legs back behind you, coming onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, keep the bend in your knees as your hips go up and back into a downward facing dog. Slowly pedal out through your feet. You can shake your head side to side. Being nice and generous to the bottoms of your feet here. As you move through this motion of pedaling, really finding some nice stretch to the bottoms of your feet, right into your toe knuckles. When you're ready, settle into a more static shape. Slight bend in your knees. The more you bend in your knees, the easier it's going to be for your tailbone to reach up and back behind you. Now bring your attention to your hands. Press down into your finger pads and imagine that there's two jars underneath your hands, jars of tomato sauce, and you're trying to open those jars up by isometrically rotating your fingers out towards the outer edges of the mat. You'll really start to feel your elbows round down to the mat. Feel your shoulder blades hug down towards your hips. Take a full breath in, lengthen your tailbone up and back behind you. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, look forward, lift your heels, walk your feet towards your hands. Take as many steps as you might need. Feet or hips with distance. Drop your head down and just gently start to sway side to side. Option to grab for opposite elbows or interlace your hands to the back of your neck. Gently pull your head down, finding some traction to your neck. Deep breath in, a long breath out. Slow down the rocking. Release your hands back down to the mat. From here, bring your big toes together. Find a little bit of space in between your heels. So you have this triangle shape in between your feet. Spread your toes out nice and wide. Now from here, bend in your knees, nice and generous. Send the weight into your heels. Reach your arms up into chair pose. If you're feeling any tension in your knees, bring your feet hips with distance. It really just depends on the shape and structure of your own body, whichever one feels more comfortable. Look down, make sure you can see all 10 toes in front of your knees. Lift your arms up, roll your shoulder blades back, thumbs point up towards the ceiling. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you, coming into airplane arms. Good, inhale, sweep back up, thumbs point up. Broad chest, exhale and sweep. Keep that bend in your knees. You're gonna really feel this in the fronts of your thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep back, sink a little bit lower. This time, inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms up, palms to touch overhead. Baby back bend here. Lifting up through the front of the chest. Gazes up towards the ceiling. And then a long exhale, hands to your heart center. Samastitihi, standing at attention, completely aware and present in this moment. Take a full breath in, long breath out. From here, look down at your hands, come back into Lotus Mudra. Deep inhale, compassion to the body. Long exhale, same sequence we did before. Palms come forward, roll through the backs of your wrists. Release what does not serve you. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bow down over your legs. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Find length through the back of your neck. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your high plank pose. Now pause here. Again, press down through your finger pads, little lift of your palms up. Continue to find that rotating motion in your hands. Hug your shoulder blades down towards your hips. Take an inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Bend the elbows straight back behind you. Lower chest and chin, modified chaturanga. From here, lengthen your legs out long behind you, forehead to the mat. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Continue to feel this isometric drag of your palms back down towards your hips. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Breath in, long breath out, lower down. Inhale, walk your hands back to your low ribs. Press up this time into a high cobra. We're gonna stay here for a cycle of breath. Really feeling this deep opening into the front line of the body. Take a breath in, feel yourself expand. Deep breath out. When you're ready, slowly lower yourself with control onto your belly. Option here to tuck the toes, lift yourself up into plank, or just bend your knees, and we're all gonna meet back into a downward facing dog. Flowing through that very first sun salutation, high to low, moving breath to movement. When you're ready, inhale, look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees. You can take a hop or just walk to the front of your mat. Inhale from here, hands to shins, halfway lift. And then take an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Thumbs point up. One time, exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Lead with the pinkies. Inhale, rise all the way up, straighten your legs, palms touch. Little back bend with the chest. Exhale, Samasthiti, standing at attention, hands to heart center. Inhale, Lotus Mudra, look down at your hands. Exhale, thumbs stay connected, palms come forward, roll the backs of your wrists together. Release what you don't need in your body. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, move through your high to low plank. You can keep those knees lifted if you want to build more heat in the body, or lower the knees onto your belly. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog by squeezing your quads, lifting your kneecaps up. And then exhale, you can move through a plank or just bend the knees, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath. Staying connected to what you need right now. Practicing that compassion right here in your own yoga practice. One more time. Inhale, look forward, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Get into the flow of this movement. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Find the placement in your feet that feels good, and then exhale, sweep those arms back. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch, baby back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, Lotus Mudra, breathe in, love and kindness to yourself. Exhale, open up the pinkies, thumbs stay connected. Release the hands down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, hands to shins. And then exhale, move through your chaturanga. Bending those elbows, you can lower the knees. Really think about hugging the elbows back behind you. Lower to the belly, inhale, rise up. Upward facing dog, and then exhale, hips go up and back. Downward facing dog, you can move through plank, bending your knees. And then just take a moment here to breathe. Staying in down dog. Or coming to your knees if you need a break, no worries. From here, inhale, lift your right leg up high towards the ceiling into a three-legged dog. And then exhale, bend the right knee, open up that right hip. Keep pressing down through your right hand, you're going to feel your shoulders square off towards the mat. Breath in just like this. Exhale, cross the body, right knee to left elbow. One more time. Inhale, open up right leg. Feel that opening in your left inner thigh. Exhale, cross the body, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, this time, right knee towards your nose, step the right foot through. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up into a high crescent lunge. Nice. So your left heel is lifted. Slight bend into that right knee so that your knee is over your ankle. Hands on your hips here to help find this neutral pelvis, drawing the right hip back, left hip forward. And you want to feel your tailbone drop down towards the mat. You can take a slight bend into your left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Option to bring your palms together, reach up and back, finding that back bend for a deep stretch in the front of the left side of the body. Last breath in. And then exhale, look forward, rotate the left toes to the long edge of your mat. Right toes to the front edge of your mat, coming into a warrior two. Sink into this shape and look down at your front knee. You see your knee collapsing in. Can you pull your knee to the wall back behind you so that you can see your big toe on the inside of your knee? Staying here nice and strong. For a breath in. Soften on your exhale. From here, scoop the right arm forward and then all the way back, coming into a reverse warrior. Noticing what your legs are doing in this shape. It's really easy to kind of just hang out in this shape, release any control of your legs. Notice if you can feel this pull of your front heel and back heel towards center, lifting up from the bottom of your pelvis and continue to reach all the way up and back with your right arm. Last breath in, long exhale. Inhale, come back to a warrior two, straighten both of your legs, walk your left foot in just slightly, left toes point in, and start to reach that left hip back behind you, right arm to right shin. If you have a block, you can place it underneath your right hand, reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Finding length, crown of head to tailbone, reach in opposite direction. And then left middle finger, right middle finger, reach in opposite direction. Breath in, breath out. From here, look down at your right hand, spiral that left arm down to the mat. Rotate your toes to the long edge of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Just drop your head down. To keep this more static and stable, helping to ground the body, grab onto your ankles, pull the crown of your head down towards the mat. 2 cycles of breath. Noticing where your attention and your focus is. Can you bring it back into your body? Being soft and generous with yourself, practicing compassion and love. When you're ready, inhale, walk your hands forward in front of you, and then exhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat. Step your right foot back. You can move through your high to low chaturanga, or just simply make your way back into a downward facing dog. Cycle of breath here. And then moving into the second side, really focusing on building up that heat before we cool down. Inhale, lift the left leg up. 3-legged dog onto the left. Now bend into that left knee. Keep your left foot flexed. Press down through your left hand a little bit more to square off your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left knee to right elbow. Inhale and open. Find this deep stretch to your right inner thigh. Exhale, cross the body. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Final time. Inhale, open up that left leg. And then exhale, left knee to nose, step the left foot through in between your hands to your hips to start coming into your high lunge. Again, with your hands, draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Slight bend into your right knee. And then reach your arms up, palms to touch if you did so on the other side. Really feeling the stretch from the front of the right hip, coming all the way to your sternum, even into your neck. Expand up. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, look forward, rotate your right toes this time to the long edge of your mat. Left toes stay forward. Continue to pull your left knee back behind you. So really checking in, you can see your left toe, big toe on the inside of your left knee. Strong arms, press down, roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, find strength in this pose. And then exhale, see if you can soften a bit, knowing that you are enough in this shape. When you're ready, inhale, sweep that left arm forward and then all the way back, coming into a reverse warrior. Keep your legs active, pulling your heels in towards one another and lifting up from the base of your pelvis. One more breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, come back to your warrior two, straighten both legs. Now walk your right foot in slightly. Walk that right hip back. Bring your left hand to your left shin. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Coming back into triangle pose. If it's too intense for your neck to look up, you can always just look in front of you. Breath in, expand. Exhale, feel your fingers pull away from one another. From here, inhale, look down, spiral your right arm down to the mat, rotate both of your feet to the long edge of your mat, coming into that wide-legged forward fold. Now from here, you can grab onto ankles like we did on the other side, or walk your hands in front of you. You're gonna place your right hand underneath your nose, left hand to your low back. Trying to find your sacrum here. I'll go ahead and change directions. Into your sacrum. That's that flat bony part at the base of your spine, connecting to either side of your pelvis. Now see if you can tilt your tailbone, your pelvis, up into your hands. You're finding a gentle curve in your low back. Now from here, start to spiral, open your chest to the left. Continue to press your tailbone, your sacrum up into your hand. Hug your belly in. Breath in, long breath out. From here, slowly unravel the spine. Look down, both hands to the ground. Switch out your sides. Left hand underneath your nose, right hand to your low back. Same thing, press your tailbone up into your right hand. And now this time, spiral your chest open to the right. Keep that engagement of your pelvis, tailbone lifting up, belly hugs up and in. Your belly is what supports the bones in your low back, your vertebrae, so keep your core engaged. Inhale, nice and deep. And then exhale, unravel, bring your hands down onto the mat. Now from here, walk your hands forward to the front of your mat. Lower your back knee down, bring both knees to the mat. Big toes to touch, knees open out wide. Sit back into child's pose, Balasana, forehead to the ground. Beginning the gentle transition into our yin practice. Yin is an opportunity to hold these asanas, these poses, a little bit longer than normal. And while we're holding the pose, we're giving your body that chance and opportunity to really relax, to slow down, to feel supported by the ground so that the nervous system can begin to cool and switch into that rest and restore system that we already have in our body. You're just giving yourself that tool to relax. Take a deep breath in, fill your low belly. Long breath out. Inviting in your open mouth exhales. Allowing yourself to let go. What is it that you need to let go of in your body, physical, mental, emotional, that's going to help make you more compassionate to yourself so that you can be more kind and loving to the people in your family, community, or anyone that's around you. Full belly breath in, feel your belly button expand and drop down. Big open mouth exhale. Inhale, breathe in from your fingers and your toes right to the center of your core. Imagine a bright white light at the center of your core. And then a big open mouth exhale. Breathe that bright white light out through your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, bring some gentle movement into your fingertips. Roll your fingers around. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Really take your time here, trying not to disturb the nervous system. And then from here, bring your knees together, coming into hero's pose, sitting onto your heels. Bring your right hand down, left hand comes on top, thumbs touch. Just take a moment, close your eyes. To tune into the sensation of your body, noticing that transition of heat to cool. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open, send your hips over to one side, legs come out in front of you. We're going to be moving into a seated wide-legged forward fold. So if you have a block or even a book, go ahead and grab that. It's just going to help with the pillow setup. If you have a bolster, that's awesome. If not, also pillows work here. You're just gonna find this stacking shape of bolster on top of block. You can also stack a bunch of pillows if you have that, or you can do this without props. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that too if you don't have the props. So if you have some type of pillow and a block, go ahead and grab that. If not, I'll show it without the props as well. You're going to be opening your legs out wide to start. Yeah, so stacking that bolster right on top of the block. I have the block on the medium height. Legs open out wide here. And to start, bring your hands behind you, press into your hands and lift your hips up. Extend your legs out a little bit longer. Flex through your toes. You want your toes to continue to point back behind you. That means you're really engaging in your outer hips. Now from here with this little statue in front of you of your props, slowly walk your shape, your torso down. You should feel your low belly touch the bolster and just gently turn your head to one side. If you don't have the props, you can just gently lower onto your forearms. Just trying to keep the back really nice and long here. Notice your feet. If you feel your toes rotating down and in, see if you can flex your feet and rotate your toes out and back behind you. Wherever you're at, close your eyes and begin to let go into this shape. Our hips can hold a lot of emotion, and especially this inner thigh, front of the pelvis, deep into the pelvic floor. Activating the root chakra, sacral chakra. Center points for our emotions. Sense of security. A deep breath in, compassion into your body. Long breath out, what does not serve you in this shape, in this moment. If your face is on the bolster, just gently peel yourself up, rotate your face down, and then all the way onto the opposite cheek, down onto the bolster. If you're not using props, stay where you're at, trying to keep your back nice and long. Take a breath in, sending that breath into your low belly, inner thighs, bottom of the pelvis. Big open mouth exhale. Release. Being kind and gentle with yourself. Breath in from your fingers and your toes to the center of your core. Bright white light. And then a big exhale. Breathe out that light through your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, rotate your face towards the bolster. And then just take your time walking your hands back towards your hips. Your eyes can even still be closed. Just take a moment, sit up nice and tall here. Observe the sensations in your thighs. When you're ready, bring your hands underneath your knees. Help your knees bend. You can just shake your legs in front of you, move the props off to the side. And then from here, we're gonna come back into easy pose, Sukhasana, just like we started class. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. Moving through our mudra sequence, take an inhale, lotus mudra, open up your fingers. Breathe in compassion into your body. Long exhale, roll through the wrists, release anything that is not serving you. Give that back to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Create this aura around you of compassion, and then exhale. Draw it all back into your heart center. Breathe in, breathe out. When you're ready, bring your hands to your outer knees, close your knees in together. Slowly make your way onto your back. Take your time. Now from here, hug your knees into your chest. And just gently start to rock side to side. Give your low back a gentle massage. Moving into happy baby pose. Bring your hands in between your thighs. Grab onto your outer feet or your ankles and begin to open up your legs so that your feet can be, the bottoms of your feet can be facing right up towards the ceiling. Notice your low back, that same point where your hands were at before in the wide-legged forward fold, and press your low back, your sacrum, down into the mat. Just holding here, again, opening up from the bottom of the pelvis. Again, stimulating the root chakra, sacral chakra, are areas of security and emotion. Just breathing into this space. Take a full breath in and a deep breath out. When you're ready, release your feet, hug your knees into your chest, and again, just gently rock side to side. And from here, hug your right knee in, let your left leg go out long. Let the front of the left hip lengthen out. And then exhale, left hand to right outer thigh. Draw the right knee over to the left side of the body. If you have a bolster, you can place that bolster right underneath your right knee for some added support. And then open the right leg out to the side, gentle twist. If you have a pillow, you can also place that underneath the right knee. Notice your left shoulder blade. Can you scooch it over to the left a little bit more? Getting this deep twist in your upper spine. Breathe in from your fingers and toes to the center of your body. Big breath out, center of the body, out through fingers and toes. Slowly make your way onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Switching out to your legs. Left knee hugs in, right leg goes out long. Feel your front right hip flexor lengthen and relax. And then exhale, draw that left knee over to the right. If you had a pillow, draw it to that right side of your body. Place your left knee on top of the pillow. Gentle supine twist. Bring your right shoulder blade over to the right. Left arm goes out long, gaze over to the left. Eyes are closed. The body is relaxed. Letting go, sinking deep. Breath in. Long breath out. Take your time, roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then exhale, we're going to make our way into final Shavasana. If you have that eye pillow or just a t-shirt or some extra cloth, a blanket, like I said, If your Shavasana is feeling really awesome right now, allow yourself to stay. Shavasana is an excellent practice on its own, the practice of releasing and letting go. If you're ready to move on, take a full breath in, and then a long breath out. Start gently with yourself by moving your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Lift your arms up overhead. Extend your legs out long. And exhale, roll onto your right or left side, coming into a fetal pose. And then slowly make your way up to a seated position, hands at your heart center. Try to keep your eyes shut or just slightly opened. Bring your hands back into Lotus Mudra. Knowing and remembering that your own kindness and compassion always resides inside of you. Even in the most frustrating moments, your heart is right in your Lotus Mudra hands. It's sitting there waiting for you. Just listen. Using this mudra and your breath to always turn towards compassion. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Bring your fingers back together, thumbs to the space in between your eyebrows. The light and the love in me honors the light and the love in you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to put my information in the chat. My name is Dana. I'm going to put my email and also my Instagram. Best ways to contact me if you need. Thank you guys. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Dana. Does anybody have any questions for Dana? Let me unmute everybody. We've got a small enough group right now.
Thank you, Dana. That was awesome. My back feels so good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I get like super into my own Shavasana during it. I'm like, wait, I could stay for longer.
I was gonna stay there, but I felt bad.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed. Oh, thank you.
Anybody else? No? I think Jackie's next with candlelight.
Everybody, just what you need now. Looks like everybody's totally ready to just move on.